The part where I have to walk back to my room, usually about 7 or 8 at night, is the part that I have to worry about. Because I know that when I cross the street, it's so easy for someone to say something from a car or walking on the street. And that might not sound like a big deal to a lot of you. But almost 3 weeks ago, all of you got an email about me. While I was walking to an event over here in Lakeside, a group of males in a car, white males, drove by and yelled out the window, "Look, a nigger." No one has ever said something like that to me. And Elon is the first place where I have ever felt so separated. And I have lived in predominantly white areas and been to predominantly white institutions before, but I've never experienced such a feeling of being so outcast. And there's no words that I can use to describe how it felt to have someone say that to me. But as I was going through the process of getting help from campus police and from the Creed, I realized that the hurt and the shock that I was feeling, it's not limited to myself. The entire Black community hurt with me. And we are a community that's bonded together by things like hurt, because it's something all of us, every single person you see up here has experienced. And every single day, we all have to go through that hurt again and again from whatever new struggle has come up. And after that, we have to go home at the end of the day and face the fact that it's all gonna happen again tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, we are all still Black.
If you look at the students standing to my left, some of them have nigger written on their backs. This is what your peers have been calling us behind our backs in passing while driving and writing on the boards in our residence halls. Look at their faces. These are the faces of your classmates, hallmates, and friends. Know that for each race-related incident of bias you hear about, there are countless others that go unheard or unreported.
The discomfort of talking about race may be a temporary thing for you, but for Black students, it's a constant conversation. When you hear a racial slur, you should be offended. Empathizing for those who are affected by ignorance is a huge part of being an ally. Offensive words and actions don't have to come from you or be directed at you to affect the community you live in. We should be unified in our offense towards demoralizing speech in our community. Elon needs to commit to bridging the gap between white and Black culture on this campus. We constantly pass around this phrase that everyone belongs or that Elon is where I belong. If we all seriously commit to being allies and we are intentional about our thoughts and actions, we can then alleviate the feeling of disrespect and disconnect on this campus so that everyone can proudly and confidently say that they belong.
As a Black student, I'm constantly aware of the fact that I'm Black, because it means always being different. So whenever I wake up, I have to prepare myself. I'm Black, and here goes another long day being Black at Elon. It means when I go to class, I'm usually the only Black student in my class, or maybe I'm one of 2 Black students if I'm lucky. And I have to hope and pray that nothing comes up about what's been happening recently in the news or the media, because if that does happen, it's me against everybody else. And no matter how much I try to explain that what's going on matters to me, no one else is going to hear me. And if I go to get food with my Black friends, we know we have to talk quietly at the table, because we don't want to be those loud Black girls in the middle of Lakeside gossiping to all the white people that are next to us. And we have to pretend like we don't hear what they're saying. Oh, look at the Black girls over there. Look at her hair, what's going on? Yik Yak, that app that we love, that's anonymous, and sometimes it's funny, has recently become so hurtful, because even though I can't see your name, I can still see those comments. And I avoid it as much as I can, because every single time that I go look on there, there is another racist post.
Hi, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Morgan. If you're feeling uncomfortable by today's rally, that's good. Race makes us uncomfortable. Talking about race makes us really uncomfortable, but we need to keep talking about it.
But can we talk when we're hurt and angry? Can we talk about race when we mistrust each other? Honestly, that's when we need to talk the most. To understand this maybe a little bit better, we'd like to share with you a quote by Maya Angelou.
You should be angry. You must not be bitter. Bitterness is like cancer. It eats upon the host. It doesn't do anything to the object of its displeasure.
You should be angry, so use that anger. You write it, you paint it, you dance it, you march it, you vote it, you do everything about it, you talk it. Never stop talking it.
So what does this mean? It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be uncomfortable. But we need to do something constructive with that anger.
We need to write it and sing it and paint it and dance it. And most importantly, we need to talk it. We need to keep talking it. So let's keep talking today. Let's keep talking during this summer. And most importantly, honestly, let's keep talking and working together next fall.